Let's dive straight into it because today's video is packed with big WrestleMania 41 updates and more. Let's get started. Alright, first up, let's quickly refresh our memory and look at the updated WrestleMania 41 match card because, let's be real, so many matches are getting announced that it's easy to lose track. So far, WWE has officially confirmed 10 matches for WrestleMania 41. Let's go through them one by one. Night 2 main event. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship. Night 1 main event. Roman Reigns versus Seth freaking Rollins versus CM Punk, a triple threat match. Women's World Championship triple threat. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair versus IYO Sky. World Heavyweight Championship, Gunther defends against Jey Uso. WWE Women's Championship, Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton. United States title match, LA Knight versus Jake Paul. Fatal 4-way IC title match, Penta C versus Dominic Mysterio versus Finn Balor versus Braun Breaker. Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Grudge match, possibly with title implications. Logan Paul versus AJ Styles, highly anticipated match. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano, a personal rivalry boiling over it. Now look how many multi-person matches are on this card. The triple threat, Roman versus Punk versus Seth, the Women's World Championship match, and the Fatal 4-way for the IC title. That's already 3 multi-man, multi-woman matches, and there's talk of a tag team ladder match possibly being added soon. It seems like WWE is going all in on multi-person matches this year. Honestly, I don't mind it. It gives more people a WrestleMania moment, and the chaos can be fun to watch. So far, I think it's shaping up to be a solid card. Maybe not the best WrestleMania ever, but certainly not bad at all. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Now let's talk about the whole favor storyline. And it just took another wild twist. On Raw, Seth Rollins confronted Paul Heyman, and oh man, he went off. He told Heyman straight up, "All this favor stuff is garbage. You need to walk away from this before I make you." And then he almost did it. Seth was ready to stomp Heyman into the mat, but just then, boom, CM Punk comes out to save Paul Heyman. But guess what? Rollins still hits the stomp. But on Punk, he goes to stomp Heyman next. But then he stops, he holds back, and instead says, "Now you owe me a favor." And that's it. Just like that, Seth joins the favor game, and now fans have had mixed reactions to this. Some say it's an interesting twist. Others think it's unnecessary and kind of dumb. I saw your comments too. Many of you said the Punk favor was already underwhelming, and now we're doing the same thing with Seth. What is this? And also, Seth almost stomped Heyman. That doesn't sound like someone doing a favor. It feels more like intimidation. So maybe this isn't about respect or alliances. Maybe it's just psychological warfare. Still, it feels a bit forced to some fans. Let me know how you feel about it. Now, this is exciting. The WrestleMania 41 stage has been leaked. And let me tell you, it looks absolutely gigantic, massive, grand, like it deserves to be the biggest show of the year. So what's the update? Well, some fans on Instagram actually shared the stage pictures with me. Now, coming to the stage visuals, you might have seen the videos by now. If not, just picture this. WWE has built an elevated platform on top of the main stage foundation. It honestly reminds me of the WrestleMania 39 stage, but this time, it's even higher, even wider. From the leaked construction video, you can clearly see that this isn't just a central stage. It extends towards the sides, with a wide and tall structure, giving full-on stadium vibes. And right in the center, there's a gap left for entrances, which looks like it might be styled like a hotel facade, maybe something Vegas-themed. You can compare the stage's height by looking at the workers standing nearby. It's huge. That's when it hits you. This stage is going to feel massive live. Now, some fans spotted a ramp-like structure being built next to it. I won't confirm if it's the actual ramp for entrances, but if it is, WWE is about to drop one of the tallest and longest entrance ramps ever. So far, I'm really satisfied. Looks like WWE started stage construction around 2 weeks ago, and they're going full scale with this. They didn't sell seats behind the entrance stage either, which means WWE is planning a joint stage covering structure to block off that view and make everything look polished. So yes, guys, your doubts about the WrestleMania 41 stage can now be laid to rest. It's going to be epic, and even if it's a bit narrower than last year, it's going to make up for that with sheer height and impact. Let's move on to Saraya, formerly Paige in WWE. So recently, Saraya officially confirmed that she's no longer under contract with AEW, and ever since, she's been very vocal about WWE. She's barely talked about AEW post-departure, almost like that chapter is completely closed. In a recent interview, Saraya addressed the buzz around her WWE return. She said, and I quote, "I'm seeing what people are saying online. A lot of people want me back in WWE, and honestly, I'd love to go back. I have no problem with that. But as of now, there's been no talks between me and WWE." So yes, she wants to return, but there's no official contact yet. She also mentioned wanting to compete again in matches like the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, which, if you read between the lines, means she's hoping to win one of those and head to WrestleMania. In my opinion, she deserves it, and honestly, I can totally see her returning around the time of a women's Evolution-themed event, where names like Nikki Bella might also show up. That could be the perfect place for Saraya to re-debut in WWE and kick off a brand new chapter. Let's talk about the final boss, The Rock. What's going on? Will he show up at WrestleMania 41 or not? Well, here's what we know. According to Dave Meltzer, things are weird backstage. The Rock hasn't been mentioned much lately, like, at all. Not on TV, not in promos, nothing. That's either because something personal is going on with The Rock, or WWE is deliberately keeping him off the radar for a surprise return. Either way, it's strange. Right now, Rock's status is still uncertain, and there's a growing chance he might not appear at WrestleMania at all. But I still have hope. There's one last Raw before WrestleMania, the go-home show, and it's a perfect opportunity for The Rock to show up, maybe alongside Cena. That would be insane. Also, some fans even spotted Rock-like imagery behind Paul Heyman recently on RAW. Coincidence? I don't think so, but let's see what happens. All right, guys, this is a huge one. WWE has officially announced that Roman Reigns will appear live on next week's Monday Night Raw. And guess what? That episode is the go-home show before WrestleMania. So what does this mean? Well, next week's Raw is going to be stacked. CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and now Roman Reigns, all likely to be on the same episode. Add Paul Heyman to the mix, and you can already feel the drama. There's a hot debate going on right now about which match has been built better, Cody versus Cena, or Rollins versus Punk versus Roman. Let me know what you think in the comments. But here's my take. Roman appearing on this Netflix-era go-home Raw is a big move. WWE clearly wants to hit a home run before WrestleMania, and bringing Roman back is exactly the type of impact moment fans crave. So yeah, expect major hype, major face-offs, and maybe, just maybe, one last twist before Mania. Let's talk about the Jey Uso versus Gunther storyline. On Raw, Jey cut a serious promo, and fans are loving this side of him. Remember, after that brutal attack on Jimmy Uso, people were questioning if Jey was ready for a world title spotlight. But this promo proved he means business. No dancing, no clowning around, just straight up intensity, and it worked. Now here's where it gets interesting. Vince Russo recently said that while the segment was good, he doesn't believe Jey will actually win at WrestleMania. His theory? WWE might be setting up the typical revenge story where the babyface fights back, but still loses. So what could happen? Jey might give Gunther the fight of his life. He might push himself to the limit. But in the end, Gunther retains. And in losing, Jey earns even more fan support because he proved he belonged. Win or lose, Jey's star power is rising. Okay, now let's talk about Randy Orton. Now that his storyline with Kevin Owens seems to be done, A lot of people are wondering, what's next for the Viper? Well, I've got good news. Randy Orton is still planned for WrestleMania 41. Yes, there's no official opponent yet. Some say it could be Nick Aldis or someone he brings in, but one thing's for sure, WWE isn't leaving Orton off the card. That would be straight up disrespectful to a legend like him. So expect Randy Orton to show up in some major capacity, maybe even in a surprise match. I'll keep you updated the moment anything's confirmed. Okay, let's end things on a hilarious note. If you watched Raw, you probably saw New Day brutally attacking the Viking Raiders after their match. Things got so out of hand, WWE's authority figures ran out to break things up. And then, bam! One of the officials slipped and fell. Ha 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 ha! It was one of those blink and you miss it moments, but it was so funny. The guy just wipes out while running to the ring, gets back up super quick like nothing happened, and runs again. Look, I'm not laughing because he's hurt. He's totally fine. It was just a funny moment and we're allowed to laugh, okay? So that's it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel Wrestle AI, and don't forget to turn on the bell icon so you never miss a WWE update. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, goodbye, and thanks for watching Wrestle AI.